So for the larger person, like a plus size patient or individual, right, like we said, it's going to take a lot of people, right? Once they're off the bed, once they're off the wheels, it's going to take 6, 7, 8 or 10 people to actually move somebody who's 300 or 400 kilograms, right? So for that, we've got the EvacPRO Plus. As you'll see, this will facilitate getting all that number of people working safely together, right? The first thing that you notice about this is it's very substantial, okay? There's about 15 kilos of weight when it's rolled up and stored like this, right? Probably quite a lot for one person to carry. So if you hold that, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's another handle on there. So if you need to go and fetch it, because it might be in another ward, ideally, if we carry it between 2 people like that, it's very manageable, isn't it? So carry it with 2 people like that. Right then. Working load limit, 400 kilos. Like with the other equipment, the limiting factor here, it's not the weight of the person. It's the physical size and shape of them, right? This was tested to more than twice that. The record at the moment for the size of person I've had in one of these is 530 kilograms, 76 stone. Okay, so it's not the weight, it's the physical size and shape of the person that's the limiting factor. Right, the first thing that we've got to overcome is these buckles. Okay, to undo the buckles, release the cam and slacken it off like that. Then to get it out the hook, press the button in and lift it out the hook. Right, they're quick to fasten and it won't come out, but they're a little bit fiddly to unfasten. Right, push the button in, out it comes like that. Slacken it off with the cam, push the button in, undo it like that. Remember that because we're going to use these again in a moment. All right, right. So if we unroll it, first thing we notice, hard plastic base. This is twice as thick as the base that's on the Evac pad that you've just seen. So unroll it out like that. Okay. What you can do with this base, if this one was to wear out, it's just velcroed on. It'll peel off and you can put a new base on. Now then, the first thing that we see there, all of these straps. Okay. All this colour, all the straps. Unlike the Evac sheet and the Evac pad, where we've got all those different strapping in techniques, red to blue, blue to red, all that. With this product, there's only one strapping in. Okay, so it looks complicated, but it's not because it's all yellow to yellow, orange to orange, green to green, blue to blue, red to red. All right, so it's simple like that. Everything with red on, all of these handles with red on, okay, they're all handles like on the ladders. They're all bits that you can get a hold of. So as long as one person knows how to use this, if we've got a load of helpers come to help, when you're strapping somebody in, red to red, blue to blue, green to green, everything you can get a hold of is red. These are all your handles. Okay, the red yellow handles at each corner, that's for the hoisting kit. That's where the strops would go around. Okay, and the same as at the top and at the bottom, we've got these yellow loops as well. You can use these as handles. I use as handles as well, but these are your heavy duty anchor points. So if you had the help of the fire service or the ambulance, they could set a rope system up. That's where they would attach their ropes to. Everything with red on is what you get a hold of. Okay? If we open it up, to open the buckles up, just squeeze the other side of the buckle. Open that up. Right? Watch you don't drop the buckles on you. That's it. Open it up like that. Right? Look how big that is. Okay? What we've got here is we've got 9 feet of vinyl, more than 3 meters. Okay? That way. And with this strapping that we've got, we can accommodate somebody with a body circumference of more than 4 meters, more than 12 feet, which is huge, right? Like with the other products, there's a definite head end and a definite foot end. At the foot end, inside the foot pocket, there's a clear plastic product there. It's got the serial number, but inside the pocket, we've got 2 additional ladder handles that we're going to cover in a moment, in a large, extra large slice sheet. Let's put them to one side for now. Okay, the top surface, we've got a big longboard pocket. So there's a pocket here, goes the full length of the top surface here. That's where you can insert a medical longboard if you wanted extra stability or stiffness. You're not going to use that here in the hospital. The same at the sides of the longboard pocket, you've got these two channels, one at that side, one at that side. If you look at the pull up there, you see the hoisting kit, you've got the steel poles. That's where you'd put the steel poles in if it was going to be lifted by a crane and hoisted. Again, we don't need to worry about that here. Right then, the biggest issue you're going to have, okay, is getting this underneath the patient. Right? There's 3 or 4 methods that you can consider using. If you're lucky enough, if you've got a plus size bariatric patient, at a nursing station, some of the hospitals, you might have like a gantry system with a hoist on it for their day-to-day nursing. With a larger patient like this, they'll have their own personal evacuation plan. If they've got a hoist system in place where you're nursing them, right, it will be written into their emergency evacuation procedure that before you move the bed away from their nursing station, we'd hoist them up, put this on the bed, and put them back down on top of it. You don't need to strap them in, but at least it's underneath them. And if we do have to strap them in, we're ready to go. Okay? Yep. So that's one method. Another method of getting this underneath them would be the rolling method. Like what you did with the pad and the fitting the sheet, you do exactly the same. So what we'd do is, the side nearest the patient, all of these straps and handles, fold them all in like that, fold it over, roll it up so you've got a nice clean edge, like that. Now this will take a lot of people, maybe 4 or 5 people at either side. Swaddle them up in the bedding, roll them as best you can up onto their side, and then we're going to get the slide sheet out, pack that in underneath them, spread it out, roll them back onto the slide sheet, and then hopefully we can get them across and into the middle of here. Once they're moved across, the people on that side will reach underneath and start an under roll and pull it back out like that. So we've got them positioned over the pad like that. Doable, but it's not the easiest way. By far the easiest way to transfer somebody would be to bring alongside another bed. Right? Even if it was just an ordinary hospital bed like that, and they were on the bariatric bed, the plus size bed. Your beds that you've got here are good for a working load limit of 250 kilos. They were tested to a lot more than that, right? Yes, the person might be 300 or 400 kilos. We'll bring them across on here. It will go down. It might not come back up, but it'll go down and we can use this bed. So what we'll do is we'll take the headboard and the footboard off the bariatric bed. We've taken the headboard and the footboard off this bed, opened this out, and we're going to position the head of this bed up against the foot of the bariatric bed. And then what we're going to do, use a pack slide to cover the gap, and then we're going to use our slide sheet. You're going to have your slide sheet, gather it up, under-roll it, and then we're going to under-roll it underneath the patient on the bariatric bed. So once we've got our slide sheets in place, we're going to have 4 or 5 staff members at the side of the bed, and then we're going to slide the patient off the bariatric bed, straight down onto here and down there like that. Okay, there's nobody reaching over and pulling over like that. We're just walking them down, straight down, onto the top of here, take the evac sheet, the slide sheets out, take the slide sheets out, and then we're going to package them up. Okay, last method, and probably the best method of all, you've got the hover jack. The vertical lifting system, right? Again, rather than using a bed, we could lie this on the floor at the foot end of the bariatric bed after we've moved it as far as we can horizontally. Put the hover jack on top of here, open this up, hover jack on here, inflate it up to the same height as the bariatric bed, using your pack slide and your slide sheets, exactly the same, working at the side of the bed, slide them down on top of the hover jack, deflate the hover jack down into here, package them up, leave the hover jack in place, down the stairs to the next level, bring another bed in, open this up, inflate the hover jack back up to the height of the bed, and then the reverse of what we've just done, walking up the side, slide them off the hover jack, back onto the trolley or the bed, and then we've got them on wheels again and we'll keep moving them through the building. All right, so you've got all those different methods. By far, the easiest method is the hover jack or the additional bed, as opposed to trying to roll somebody and roll them back across. All right with that? What we'll do now, we'll get our patient on. It starts to make more sense when you actually see somebody wrapped up in it and packaged up in it. So there we go. Now, the larger person isn't going to be happy lying on their back like that. Unlike the other equipment that you saw, like the smaller person would position them towards the middle of the pad or the middle of the mattress. With this particular piece of equipment, it doesn't matter how tall or short the person is, you always put their head over the head end, which you'll see in a moment. We're going to adjust the length of the product from the foot end. So it doesn't matter how tall or short they are, always put the head over the head end. Now the larger person lying flat like this isn't going to be happy. They're going to struggle to breathe. So it might be that we might have to take them out on their side and position them up. Or if they're on their back like this, using pillows or a wedge, we're going to have to keep them in a head up position. We'll just bulk them up a little bit here. I'll get a bit extra padding in here. Right then, so to wrap somebody up. Now, we could have somebody just my size in here. If we had somebody just my size in, what you can do is we can fold the sides in and size it down like that. Okay, but for somebody like this, we're going to use the full length like that. We're going to gather up all that excess body mass, wrap it up like that, nice and firm, pull it all up like that. Then the first straps that we're going to fasten, we're going to do all the cross straps, the red, the blues and the greens. So just connect them into your buckles and then adjust them from the other side there, pulling towards you. So let's tighten all these up. That's it. It's just slacken, turn it sideways. That's it, straight through like that. That's it, now you can pull them tight there now. So pull these tight, tuck all the slack strap, all the excess strap in. So once we've done the cross straps, then we're going to do the diagonal ones, the yellow and the orange. Over the patient's shoulder and across like that. Tight, pull the slack in. Same with the orange, over the patient's shoulder, across, pull all the, that's it, pull that in. Tighten, tuck all the excess strap in. So we'll do all the cross like that, then across the shoulder. You see why it doesn't matter how tall or short they are, that's why you've got to have the head over the head, so you're in that open space. If we had them in the middle, they'll be covered up there now. That wouldn't be very nice. Right? So once we've done that, now we're going to adjust the length by turning over the foot pocket. So fold the foot pocket over like this, and then the same straps that we used to wrap it up when it was stored, like we said with these hooks, we're going to use them again. So if they're really tall, we'll go to the first hook, and if it's a double amputee, we can roll this over and go to the second hook. So we'll just go to that first hook there. So you've got your buckle, roll the pocket over to the length you want it, and then the shorter straps, these smaller straps, all we're going to do with these is to hold it in place. That's it, just push it into the hook, and then take the slack up, tuck the excess away. That's it, pull the slack through and tuck that away, that's it, and tuck it away inside the foot pocket. And that's them secure like that, so it stops them from sliding down when we get on the stairs. Start to make sense now? Right, so if we look at the four corners, we've got ladder handles attached at the four corners, and at the head end, we've got this really long pulling strap like that, right? In addition, we've also got the additional ladder handles. So you see, with the additional ladder handle, you've got one loop's bigger than the other. It's the loop with the stitch in, right? What we're going to do, you've got these handles in the middle. You could pass the loop through like that, and then just pull the ladder handle back through. So all of a sudden, we could have 3 ladder handles on each side. So that's 3 on that side, 3 on this side, that's 6 people. And then we could have another 4 or 5 people on the pulling handle at the end. Remember what I was saying? So it's 6, 8, 10, we could have 10 people. Everybody's got a proper handle. As you saw in the video, there's no need for anybody to be bent over, right? That's how we'd make our way through the building. You've got to have people at the side pulling, as well as people at the top pulling. Now when we get to the stairs, or if you've got to go through a narrow doorway, you won't have the space to have people at the sides. So what you're going to do is, these fixed ones, we're going to tuck these ones in, take the additional ones off, just undo them like that, and then we're going to fit these to the anchor points at the bottom of the product. So same thing, pull them up through like that, pass the ladder handle through, and back on itself. So if we tuck that one in, just tuck it in somewhere so they don't get caught. We'll have everybody on the big pulling handle at the end and people on here. So this is how it would go down the stairs. Feet first down the stairs, somebody pulling and steering at the bottom, and as many people as we can get on the ladder handle at the top to take the weight. All right with that?
Yep.
Right, so coming off the bed, same procedure as we did with the pad and with the mattress. Lower the bed down to its lowest level. This is where the hover drag would be good, because you'd already be on the ground, and just lower it down like that. Lower it down to its lowest level. If the bed will tilt, great. And exactly the same procedure. You're not holding on to the weight. As we come off the end of the bed, we're just allowing the ladder handles to go, work your way down the ladder handles and let the person come off the bed. So we've got two people pulling. If you go on the pull side there, and if we spread ourselves out down the side, we just have a couple of us here. So we've got these ladder handles. All we're doing, you're going to come down the side here as well. All we're doing is we'll go off the end of the bed, one continuous movement. Okay, we need to go one continuous movement, well clear of the bed. And as we'll come off the end of the bed, just slowly let the person go down onto the floor. All right? Importantly, because there's a lot of people working together now, as a team, somebody needs to take charge. So whoever's closest to the head, you're going to take charge, right?
Yeah.
You give the command, ready, steady, slide.
Ready, set, steady, slide.
Right, nice and smoothly, let the feet go down, and then just work your way down the ladder handles, as smooth as that, straight onto the floor. And then if we need to go through the building, we're going to go head first through the building. So as many people as we can on the pull-in at the front. So you've got people pulling, we could have people pulling from the sides like this as well. Okay, all the way through like that. Right? If you do, when you're on the stairs, you're going to have as many people as you can on the long ladder handle. People on those handles pulling around there, right? What you can do is you can utilize the ladder handles at the sides here. If you come to a tight corner, we can roll people over and maneuver them and bend them. But the main thing is, there's no need for anybody to be down trying to move like that. Use the ladder handles, stand up straight, and use them to pull and turn if you need to go around a corner or around an obstacle. Okay, any questions? All right with that? Excellent. Right, that's it.